Hey Aries, welcome back to my channel. This is a special love reading entitled Why Did They Pull Away? So it is a love focused reading for those who have had someone who sort of distanced themselves romantically. And this will be a tarot reading to have a look and see if we can get some answers, Aries, as to why this person may have pulled away, okay, from the connection, the relationship, or the marriage, or from you in general. Now this will be a general reading and I will be providing an extended version. The extended version will have a look at will they come back and when and how that will all happen and go down. I will lay out a card from this deck for the overall energy, and then I will get out a few more cards to have a look and see what else is coming up around this person. Otherwise, let's have a look and see overall energy for Aries. Why did they pull away? Okay, we have the Magician reversed. The Magician is normally all about new beginnings. It is actually your sign here with the Magician card. So it might have been something to do with you, Aries, something that you actively did or you aren't aware of that actually affected this person severely enough for them to want to pull away. Now, if it's not that, then the Magician card can be like a card of when something is too hard. It's like a challenge that is too hard, and there might be something here that this person found extremely difficult with you. But the moon is here pictured in the background. The moon is anxiety. The moon can be Cancer. The moon can also be the past somehow, past attachments. So they may not be able to welcome in a new beginning. Of course, welcome in that number one because they're still attached maybe to someone from the past, Aries. Okay, we've got Libra, Leo, King of Cups, and then the Judgment card. Okay, it could be something to do with the mind state, Aries. The mind state could indicate with the Judgment card, the Magician as overall energy. Judgment card is not having the right judgment about us or not being in the right position to make a major judgment call. So I'm leaning towards it's more an internal thing with the Magician card. Potentially an internal or anxious struggle going on with this person because they have the Justice card, but the Justice card can be about equality and finality and cutting ties, and everything is balanced here. But the fact that the Justice card is upside down could very well indicate that this person right now is imbalanced internally. Okay, and it may or may not have something to do with the past. There may be residual feelings for someone from their past, perhaps. If it's not that, then it could indicate that the Justice card right now, they feel like they're being unfair to you. And they think that pulling away or removing themselves from the situation is going to help you in some capacity. The Justice card upright, is all about fairness and equality. And the Judgment card is making, good decisions, the right decisions that impact our lives. But interestingly, both of these cards have come up reversed, Aries. So I'm wondering what's going on around this person to make them feel that way. I also feel with the Justice and the Judgment card reversed, it's almost like they feel you're too good for them. They may not necessarily feel like they are deserving of you, Aries. For some of you, maybe, unless you've hurt them or you've deeply offended them here with the Magician reversed, it could be that they see you, but they feel like you're offering so much and they can't either live up to it or they can't give you what you need, because that's coming up reversed. So there's something about, maybe it's not so personal, but there might be something here that, because if the overall energy is you reversed, then it's something to do with maybe your qualities. But the Justice card, the Judgment, it's the fact that they're reversed could indicate that this person doesn't feel confident. The Magician upright is all about confidence. The fact that it's reversed is lack of confidence, lack of awareness, lack of ability to charm, lack of self-esteem. So it could very well be something more internal. The fact that the moon is here at large, the moon can be anxiety, the moon can be tensions. It can also be the subconscious. I often think about the moon as the subconscious mind. So subconsciously, they may not feel like they're good enough in some capacity, Aries. They may be feeling like they're going to make a bad call in some aspect here with the Judgment card. And it could even be, if it's not that, then maybe they're just not at a good place to make big decisions around relationships right now. Maybe that's not really what they're wanting, or that's not what they're ready for. You do have Libra, Leo, Aries, so I don't know if these time frames are coming up. Queen of Wands, I don't know if this is like jealousy or the need for control. It could also be that for some of you, this person still wanted to be independent. They still wanted to attract or charm or talk to other people, or they wanted a very open-ended relationship, open-minded relationship perhaps. Notice her body language, and also I guess that of the king. You know, he's sitting fairly open-legged, as is Justice card here. So, we see the open arms of the figures in the Judgment card. But she does carry quite a sexual connotation here. It could also be about respect or disrespect, especially if you maybe cross the line with something and they have been offended maybe by something that you did. Remember, you're coming up the Magician reversed, Queen of Wands. It could even be paranoia, because the Queen of Wands, she's got this black cat. Oftentimes when we think of black cats come to mind. We think of, superstitious acts. Acts that are fueled by paranoia, mysticism. So she's not coming up reversed, but I would say with the Queen of Wands, she's quite a powerful sexual energy. So it's someone who maybe either only initially felt a sexual attraction, and perhaps there's not much depth. I mean, you do have the King of Cups, which I believe does point to love and a very strong bond and attachment. If it is someone from their past, it could be that they're still sexually or emotionally drawn to the moon, okay, the past. If it's not that, Aries, it could definitely point to if it's not that, then I feel like it can point to something. King of Cups, it could even be like self-love, but I feel like it's lacking self-love, lacking the emotional connection. He's not showing much emotion. They're not giving much away. And I feel like, again, this may have something to do with the subconscious mind. Why? Because he sits on this stone slab throne. So again, it's the deep ocean, it's the deep sea that he sits on top of. And I'm likening it to the fact that maybe this person loves you so much or cares so much or is getting attached, but they know they can't give you what you want. And that's why maybe they want you to stay open. Aries, again, you are the Magician reverse. That's their overall energy. They either don't feel like they feel confident in being able to live up to your expectations, because you do have a king and a queen here. So they know what you want. They know what you're missing. They know what kind of relationship you want or need. And in some reason, they don't feel like they can give you that. But the angel is often seen as an intermediary, but reversed, communication reversed. They will not say this to you. They might just sort of phase out their whatever it is that they're doing here. But of course, each situation is going to be very different. Nonetheless, I do hope this has sort of helped sort of give you a little bit of direction into how this person is feeling and what they're thinking. And hopefully there's something here. But look, Aries, I will continue with the extended to explore when and will they'll come back and what happens now. Is there an opportunity to reconnect? When and how could this happen? So please feel free to join me for that via the link below.